Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel UiPath tutorials. In this video I am going to show you the questions on the background process which will be useful in your UiARD exam. In the last video I told you how you can start preparing for your exam, for your UiARD exam, and from where you can take the references for your preparation. So I'm starting preparing questions on the different topics, and I'm going to show you today the questions on the background process. Let's move to the questions. The first question is, can we run multiple background process in attended mode? Yes, we can run more than one background process in attended mode. Can we run a multiple UI based automation in attended mode? No, we can run only one UI based automation in attended mode. So basically, when we are creating the background processes, we have to take care that if we can only run one UI based automation, if we are having the two UI based automation, we cannot run on the same machine. And if you try to run it, then the first process will run and second will go in the pending state. Once the first process will complete, the second process will start in that case. Now question 3 is, can we run a multiple background process in unattended mode with free license? And the answer is no. We can only run one process at a time from unattended mode as per free license. And if we try to execute more than one process, then the process which execute first will run first and other will be in pending states. So when you try to run the multiple background processes from unattended mode, that means from the orchestrator, then only one process will run at a time. And if you try to execute the second process, it will go into the pending state, means the jobs will be in the pending state. Similar way, the first process will complete, then it will start executing the pending one, the pending job. The question 4 is, in which session does background process run in unattended mode? So the background process run on session 0, that is window session in unattended mode. So wherever I'm saying that unattended mode, that means I'm running the process from the orchestrator. The process is triggered, or it basically it is triggered from the orchestrator, or it is get triggered from the jobs. A developer wants to use a background process automation on a single attendant robot. Which functionality does background process automation provide to developer? Now this question is from practice test. And the answer is, a robot can execute multiple background processes within a window session at the same time. And that's correct, because we can run a multiple background process within a window session at the same time. So when you run the bot in the attendant mode, you can run the multiple background processes. And for sure, you can run in unattended mode also, but the licenses are required for it. Is UI automation activities required to add as a dependency in background process? No. So only mail, Excel, API, database system activities dependency used in background automation. We cannot use the UI automation activities. The question 7, how to transition background process to foreground? Now, with the help of use foreground activities, we can transition background process to foreground. Question 8, how to enable the background automation from project settings. Yeah, so you can see the screenshot. So the first screenshot, in the project panel you have to click on the settings, and then in the project settings you will find out the starts and background toggle should be enabled. What are the default packages dependencies installed in background template? So the background, in the background process, we always have the Excel mail system and web API dependencies. So when we create a background process from the background template, we will find these four packages pre-installed as a dependency. Now question 10, in which session does background process run in attendant mode? So the background process automation with attendant robots rely on the user session on the machine to run automations. These are started from the studio or the UiPath assistants, because when we used to run the attendant when we used to run that in the attendant mode, basically from the studio or the UiPath assistant, because when we run the bot from the orchestrator, it's in unattended mode. So what? So basically, those things were mentioned here. Like these are started from studio or UI assistant and run in the same window session as the user. So when we log into the machine as a user, when we log into the machine as a user, and we starts or we trigger the bot from the assistant, it will going to run in the user session mode. Now, can we use a run parallel process activity in background process to start other process? Yes, we can run. We can use the run parallel process activity to start any background process or the foreground process. But we have to remember that there should be only one foreground process. How to create a background process from studio? So these are the steps. We have to open the studio, to go to the home backstage view, and then select the background process. Then new background process window will open, where we have to fill some of the fields, like fill name, location, description, and then we have to click create. Now question 13 is, a user want to automate a process where it have to read data from mails and input it into one of the web application. Can this be automated as a background process to run it concurrently with other foreground process? No, as it have UI interaction, and as I already told you that we can run only one UI based automation, and we can run a multiple background process. So here, if we try to run one more foreground process, then the bot will not going to run it. So this is it on the background process. If you have any doubt, or if you have some more questions, then you can add in the comments. I'll try to answer those. And thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel UiPath tutorials for upcoming videos. And you can follow us on Facebook page and on Instagram page. If you want to see some RPA memes or IT memes, you can follow my Instagram page. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching my video. Have a great day.